Hello all and welcome to Sim Force Racing Round 2 of the Race Wars series. I am your host Joe Marnie, coming to you from Spa. We have just commenced qualifying for the silver class and we'll just go live now as we follow Joey Raymer as he crosses his line for his first flying lap, as we will watch this one and see how he goes on this particular lap. As I mentioned, so the silver drivers have got their 10 minutes just started up. Spa is a brilliant circuit. Beautiful conditions for the drivers here. We are looking for a time, the 2-minute 19s. There will be some of the 2-minute 18s from the pro drivers, but I reckon there'll be a couple of silvers who'll push that into the 19s. Joey Raymer here. It's pretty tidy so far. This is just coming up on Puon here. See how well his entry is through here. It's going pretty well so far. Just waiting to see who else on track is actually setting decent times. Joey will be the first one across the line. This is just coming up on Blanchimont here. And coming up to the bus stop. Solid lap. As I say, first one to set a time. It is 2:21.8, so solid start. Look to see how he improves here. Patrick DeBow, 2:20.7. Oh, that was a bit wide there from Todd Tillery. This lap is still valid. Fraguero has set a time as well. So Tillery goes to the top, 2:20.3. So we bring up the personal best deltas. See who else is going to be able to set, or who is on a rapid lap. So the tyres are coming up. It's good from Tillery through ready on. So Tillery's gone purple again through the first sector. Have a look at these gaps here. So Tillery with a 2:20.3. Patrick DeBow, 0.4 down, 1.5 seconds. Raymer is further back, and 1.6 for Guerrero. Almeida yet to set the time. As Tillery's just coming up on some traffic here. That's Alva just ahead of him. He's just got out of the way for him there. Tillery is going to go quicker here. Oh, he's lost a little bit of time through the bus stop. He only just goes quicker. He was a couple of tenths up on the entry to the bus stop. He's just lost that. Patrick DeBow. Just a bit further up the road here. So there's enough time for another lap. So they really only get a couple in. They've got to get the tyres up to temp and absolutely send it. So Figuero's in the pits, Almeida hasn't been able to set a representative lap yet. And Alba's in the pit, so that's going to be it, I would say. Raymer does look like he could improve here. DeBow is the other car on track who's looks like he's able to set a time here. So Alba's going to miss out on being able to set a time. Yeah, here's Raymer. Should improve here, and he will. There goes 4 tenths quicker, so he's a second slower than Tillery. Tillery leads the way for the silver class. Patrick DeBow crosses the line. He wasn't able to improve. I do believe he's got time for another lap. But in 20 seconds time, these pro drivers will head out on track. And they are out, so there's been a long... Here we go, the pro drivers are out on track. Nice long line of cars. And we are on at the moment with Ricardo Rivera, who dropped out of the server last week. It was very, very unfortunate. So DeBow is on another lap. He is 2 tenths down. We'll just follow this one through. See where he's going to finish up here. Oh, and that'll be it for him. That's it for that lap. I think Rivera is the first car out on track. Of the pro drivers, 76 that will be. That's Joey Rayner. So as the pro drivers on their outlap. So we'll go on board with Rivera for this lap. The brand new Ferrari gets to the left as he's across the line to start his lap. As the car turning nicely for the source. Nice exit on the power, very nicely. Very nicely done through a Rouge and Radeon. Flat to the floor. Nice wide turn in. So heads up on the hill. To Lacoum. It's nice through there. Great throttle control. Hardly sliding the car around here. To Bruxelles. Just a bit of understeer. Comes in a no name. Just got a little bit too much curb on entry. Just unsettled the car and struggled to get back on the throttle. It's a pull on. He's done this very nicely. At this stage, no one has set purple sectors. Saldana has gone back to the pits. He's going to start his lap again. Like I say, no one's set purple sectors here. It's Rivera exits the final corner. It's been a very, very solid lap. Time does he get here? So he was setting purple sectors. It wasn't showing up on my screen, unfortunately, but he's just smashed that with a 2:18.3. What a lap! He goes straight to the top. Rocco in second with a 2:19.6. Devon Anthony third with a 2:20.1. Oh, and that is Rivera. That is huge loss at the top of the hill there. We'll grab a replay of that one because we're going to see plenty of this today. It's pushed very, very hard. 4 minutes left in the session. Just too much curb. And that's a big hit. That's huge damage. So that occurs in a train of cars. It's nowhere for anyone to go. So he's back out. So Medrano's gone to second. Bring up these lap times here. So 2:18.3. So it's a 1.2 second qualifying lead there for Rivera. Rocco's continued on here, so he's up by half a second. Devon Anthony's up on his time as well. Solid again here from Rocco. Continues this on. He's actually lost a bit of time, so he's down 0.3. Pena goes quickest with a 2:18.2. That has come out of nowhere, and I apologise for not tracking that one. Trangizi has gone to third, 2:19 flat. But Pena's taking it to Rivera. He's continuing that on. Where's Rivera's just coming up to the bus stop, I believe. Just following Trangizi, so there was... So on that previous lap there from Pena, he was purple in Sector 2 and Sector 3, and he was down just over a tenth in the first sector. It's very tight between Rivera and Pena. Deltas here. So it's just under 2 tenths between Pena and Rivera. Trangizi further 6 tenths back. Pena's going quick again. He's purple so far. Rivera, he's up as well, so he's got 2 tenths on his, but Pena showing more purple sectors here. Ballard's just gone quicker, so he's up into 9th. Davis is in 10th. Saldana after his stop back in the pits. We get to see a time from Gelson Cruz. As Pena at the bus stop. Can he get this lap finished off? He is going to go quicker. A 2:18 flat. What a time. He was actually slower than his PB in that final sector. And he's got time for another lap here. Trangizi has pulled over. He wasn't able to improve on that lap. It was just with Rivera here. He's not throwing up. Oh, he is now. So it's half a second in this. Can he get this lap finished off? This could be into the 17s. And he does. A 2:17.9. Brilliant lap. It's a very, very exciting final part of this session. So there's 1/10 in it. As that is the time has run to 0. So Ballard is on a lap. Vera showing purple sectors. So Medrano has made it up into 3rd, so he's 7 tenths off pole. Gelson Cruz is one I was waiting for, and he does set a time. He goes purple in that final sector, so there was only 3 tenths off Rivera. It's going quicker again. Pena is on a lap as well. Ballard is on a lap as well. So is Rocco. Vero still got showing up purple sectors here. But Pena is about to cross the line. Does go quicker, but only by 0.003. So it will be a front row start for Rivera and Pena. Rivera still looking to finish off his lap. Medrano just behind. He's down at this point. So Just follow this one. This is Rivera. He is going to go quicker. What a brilliant lap. He does. He just cements that pole position. Well done to Rivera. As we get set for the start of this one, I'll take a short break and we'll be back ready for the grid for this one. So round 2, Spa. Congratulations, Rivera. And we'll be back shortly.
Seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds.
and welcome back as we're just going through the grid at the moment as the cars are on the formation lap. So it was pole for Rivera, Cruz, Medrano, Tranghese, Ballard, Anthony, Rocco, Tillery, Saldana, Davis, Dubois, Valdera, Velasquez, Raymer, Figuero, Almeida, Alba, and we've got Pena is in the pits at the moment, so not too sure what has happened here. So yeah, there we go. Pena's in the pits. It's very disappointing for him as we're up. Whoa, as we're gridding up. I'm not too sure who that car is that's gone wildly off the road there, but we are about to get. We are getting ready for this start here. It is a little bit confusing around Spa. It does start a bit further around at the past turn one. So past the source, we go down the hill. Just getting ready for the green light. An hour and 15 minutes for this one. There we go, we are off. It's a good start there by Rivera. He's got Cruz right behind him. There's a few cars have gone off just behind. We'll have a look at the replay of this start in a second. There's quite a few cars involved and it's still going on. There we go, that is absolute carnage as a few cars are already into pit lane. As they get going again here now. So have a quick look at the front of the field. So that they've got away pretty smoothly, Rivera and Cruz. It was Tillery that was caught up badly in that shunt, so that just going to have to go back a bit further to get that one. We'll try and get a good look at the start after this. There's still plenty of battles going on. So this is Anthony, Ballard and Rocco. So we're just about to go and have a look at this replay. So this was from that start, so who's... Have a look through the... Oh, so this car, there's contact, and I've just missed that one. Apologies for that. This one from here. Oh, so there's contact on the entry to Eau Rouge, and then it's just continued on. Oh, there's absolute carnage. There's cars going everywhere. I'm not too sure why it's showing up as a race winner, but bring up the normal HUD for a moment. Yep, we are continuing on here. Apologise for that. I'm not too sure why it's showing up as there being a the race over. There's a bit of a glitch in this timing system that I've got in front of me. Vera so far has got a 2-second lead over Cruz. Medrano and Tranghese are pretty tight together just behind. And we are... I'm going to have to apologise for this. I'm going to have to go back to the in-game screens for this. That's better. Just coming up to the final part of the second lap. Yellow flag thrown up by Ballard. Still got some timings on my screen, so just take a quick look because there was an incident on lap 2. Just try and catch up with what is happening in this one. Okay, back on now, so apologies for that. We're just getting back into the action now. So Rivera's opened up a 5-second gap over Cruz here. It's quite a number of cars that have stuck in the pits at this time. Saldana and Baldera. We'll go to this battle here. Medrano, Tranghese and Cruz. So this is for second place. Back through the order, we've got Ballard and Rocco. They're in a bit of a battle together. There's a second half between Anthony, Ballard and Rocco. Baldera is back out on track. So apologies, there's been a few glitches with the timing screen here. Almeida and Alba are in a bit of a battle between these two here. As we've got Pena. Pena's gone around at Radion. And he's got some big damage on that car. He's struggling to get the car turned around here. Okay, so he started from pit lane then. We'll just have a quick look at what's happened to him here. Oh, he's just got it on the curb and he spun out. Has he been cleaned? Oh, he did get cleaned up. Look, a bit of bit of net code in that one as well. And again, so it's been a very, very unfortunate event for Pena. Started in from pit lane. Let's have a look at Medrano, who's right on the back of Cruz. So have a look from the front splitter. Can he get the move done into the bus stop? It's not quite close enough. So Rivera goes quickest with a 2:18.2. It's only 3/10 off his pole position lap time. He's extended that lead out to 6 seconds. Had a few drivers exit from the race. We've got 17 cars on track. That absolute carnage. Tranquil's has just dropped off slightly from the back of these two. And then we've got Anthony's another 2 seconds behind with Ballard and Rocco. Then there's a big, big gap back to Figueroa, who's the lead of the silver drivers. Scott Davis 10 seconds back behind. Raymer 13 seconds. Pena is coming into pit lane to get that damage sorted out. There's a bit of contact between these two. The bus stop. Yeah, there's big damage on the back, so there's a bit of nose-to-tail contact heading into the bus stop. It's continued on between these two. So Albert got that position made. So unfortunately there's some big gaps in the field at the moment. As Tillery has got DeBow just behind him. Go back to the front of the field here as Medrano keeps the pressure on Cruz here. It's a nice battle group we've got here, so that's second all the way through to 7th. Drives settling into a bit of a groove here. We've got a little over an hour to go as Cruz. That was a huge cut. Oh, Almeida's gone round here. Oh, he's tagged. This is at No Name. He's tagged the wall there as well. So that's. As he's trying to get out of there. And he's around and he's back on track, and seems to have plenty of drama at the start of this one. Caught up to that bit of lapped traffic. And that is that's Baldera. Yeah, it's Baldero's getting out of the way. Medrano's look back up, less than half a second to Cruz. Is he going to be close enough in the draft to try and get a move done into the bus stop? I don't think he will be able to. Got Almeida just ahead of them here. He's struggling to get the car around. As Almeida is in pit lane, get that damage fixed up. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a disaster this race start. For some, these top 7 drivers haven't managed to get through that without any harm. Seeing pretty similar lap times. Whereas Rivera, who's just racing his own here. Dramas last week where he's dropped out of the server. Looking to finish this one off on a high note. Still plenty of time to go. Anthony's just dropped off slightly. So he's got Rocco not far behind him either. And Ballard's just dropped off slightly as well. Just got the back of Trangizi running wide at no name. He's just sitting on the door of Medrano. He's hunting down Cruz. Oh, he's just had to... Had a look at the bus stop around the outside. I think he might have been a little bit caught out by where Cruz is braking for there. As Cruz grabbed a bit of the curb on the exit as well. So this battle's really heating up between these two. Back behind them. Trangizi's ran wide again. Albar's thrown up a yellow flag then as well. I want to leave the battle between these two. As Rocco is all over the back of Anthony in the background there as well. Ballard's not too far away either. It's actually Medrano's quickest lap of the race in that previous lap. Cruz dropped off his pace. It's 0.3 slower as they both run wide at no name. Rocco's all over the back of Anthony, so that's pretty tight amongst those, well, these 3 drivers. Ballard, include him in that as well. Where's Medrano going to get this pass made? Bus stop's probably his best spot. It's just ahead of them. Alba has had a moment here. What's happened to him? This is coming up to Blanchimont as he grabbed a bit too much of the curb. Oh, he's had a moment on entry, and that's big contact with the wall. And he's entered pit lane. As these group of cars weren't too far away either. Medrano makes huge amounts of ground on Cruz into the braking zone. So that Pena just gets by on Velasquez. So we go back to this battle at the front. Seems to be a little bit more lag tonight than usual, which is a bit unfortunate. As he looks for the pass. Is there contact? There is a very slight amount of contact. Still on between these two. Cruz runs very, very wide. And Tranghese in this battle now as well. So the pass is made. Medrano got that done as Cruz ran wide. Back behind them, Rocco's all over the back of Anthony. Ballard's to clean up any mishaps these two have. Trenghizi's just got by on Cruz. Gonna need to have a look at that one. Oh, Cruz just is very unsettled through Puan, and he's just had to run wide. And I just saw this yellow flag throw up. Dubois has had a moment. Rouge and Radion has claimed another victim. Just got unsettled. Oh, that's yeah, that's straight to the scene of the accident. That one, that's big, big contact. Unfortunately, it is one of those things that does happen on this track. Tranghese is not letting Medrano get away, so the battle is going to continue on. Cruz just looking to gather himself up and get back onto it again. Well, at the front of the field, Rivera is setting low 2-minute 18s. It's just about past his quickest lap of the race from that previous lap. As Cruz is looking to fight back against Tranghese here. Ballard, I think he might have bailed out on that one, so we've got $17 cars in the race at this stage, as we've got a lap car getting out of the way. That was Alba. He's recovering after his big contact at Blanchimont. So a 15-second lead for Rivera at the front of the field. Velasquez, he's got a yellow flag. See what has happened to him here. He might have done this on his own. Oh, he has to. He has kept it off the fence though. It's a nice little pirouette, and off he goes again. So Tranghese is actually doing a pretty good job of sticking with Medrano here. Cruz has just dropped off by a second and a half. Rivera with a 2:18.3 on that previous lap. So it's less than a tenth slower than his fastest, and he's doing a brilliant job, but Tranghese is doing a very, very good job here. Can he get a run on? Have a look at him as he heads through Eau Rouge. Can he get close enough to get in the slipstream and have it? He's making ground on him. He's sizing him up for a pass here. Can he get it done? He's going to go to the outside. This is going to be tricky. It's good defending there by Medrano. He's just settles in behind. It's still on between these two. Looks like Trengizi had a little bit of a moment out of Bruxelles, so head down the hill to Pouan. Anthony, Rocco and Ballard are still as they were. Bit of ebb and flow. It's Ballard. He is close enough to the back of Rocco here. Tregezi's in a slipstream again. Oh, Ballard's had a moment here. He's stuck up against the fence. Oh, what's happened to him? This is another driver with big dramas. Oh, he's just run wide and he's grabbed a bit of the dirt. He's trying to recover it. And he makes contact with the fence. He's got back going again now, but he is 16, 17 seconds behind Rocky here. So that was another top 10 driver who's had big dramas and found the tyre wall. As Trengizi's just dropped off slightly here. These five drivers all inside of each other. 6 seconds covers them. There's Ballard's drama. It's just dropping him off. Just so he got a bit of understeer through Stavolo. He's grabbed that bit of dirt on exit as he's running wide, and it is just as he's trying to recover that. As DeBow has had another moment. What's happened to him here? Oh, as he's recovered then, he's just gone around again. Oh, he's just having big dramas. Just as he's recovered, he's then lost it again. I don't think he made contact with the fence. We'll have a quick look. Does it look like he's got too much damage on him there? Almeida has had another moment. He's thrown up a yellow flag at the bus stop. This fast couple of drivers here just caught up to where that incident occurred. Trengizi's looking a bit closer this time. Jump on the front splitter. How he goes through Eau Rouge ready on this time round. Can he get close enough to make a move into Lacombe? found the throttle. He's run wide on exit. It's half a second in. So Cruz has dropped off. He just wasn't quite able to stick the pace with these. So we've got the car who's off. Oh, that's Almeida. That's just thrown these guys off. Trangizi's just run wide. Just run wide again, so... Oh, Rocky, he's gone round, and that's contact with a lapped car. This is not going to be good to watch. What has happened to Rocky here? So there's a car trying to cover. That's Almeida. Oh, he's just lost it. As he's just understeering as he's put the throttle into it, and as he's trying to turn, he's just pulled in front of Alba, I believe, and that is further contact. So Rocky has just dropped back behind Ballard. We've got, so these gaps are now opening up, opening up by quite a bit. Trangizi says Secchi's just dropped off Medrano, 2.5 seconds. Anthony has caught slowly catching the back of Cruz as Almeida is just having big dramas in that car. Have a look at the damage on Rocky's car. I think he's just trying to get out of the way of some of the cars coming through. He'll be pretty disappointed. He was in a good position. He was in a battle. He's got big damage. He's just letting the other cars go here. He's going to lose further spots. That's Velasquez trying to get by on Reguero, so that's been done. It's all a bit disappointing how that's all gone down on that lap then. As Rocky has just gone around again trying to enter pit lane. Alba has gone round as well, so there's been plenty of dramas on this. What's happened to him here? Try and catch this one. So this is a pull on. He's just running wide and he just continues to run wide as he's trying to recover. He's found the concrete wall on the inside. He's got back going again now. The man that's been staying out of trouble entirely is Rivera. Continues to set good lap times as we've got Jay Davis at the top of Radion. What's happened to him here? He's just grabbed too much curb. He's grabbed a bit of the grass as well. And it's going to be... Oh, he's just had a spin. He's very lucky to keep it off the wall. He's got it going again. So with just under 45 minutes left in the race, it's always coming up to the time we start thinking about pit stops here. Cruz has continued to drop backwards. He's in the clutches of Anthony here. Anthony is 1.3 seconds quicker on that previous lap. Quickest lap times are very similar, so maybe Cruz has just hurt those tyres in that first stint. Anthony was 1.1 seconds quicker on that previous lap. plenty of action in these last 10 minutes. I'm just trying to catch my breath as there's another yellow flag there for Albert. Rocky's in the pits. It's a very, very long pit stop. Fixing that damage. It's actually one of the longer pit stops out of all of these cars that have been damaged. He's still in there, so still dropping down the order. Guerrero is in the pits as well, so he'll be getting his compulsory pit stop out of the way. Just have a quick look. So Tranghese still sticking with Medrano. Second and a half now between Anthony and Cruz. He's just dropped off slightly in this lap and he pits. He is in, so that's a good move there by Anthony. See how this, if the undercut is strong, well, it's a little bit harder trying to get the tyres up to temp for the outlet. Can lose a bit of time. So as Figuero is out of pit lane, it's quite a lengthy stop for him as well. His tyres are fueled. And there is, that was car 14 Almeida, who was stopped out on track. Yellow flag. He's looking to make a comeback after the disappointment of last week. Had a commanding lead in the race and then has got a drive-through penalty and had to stop late in the race. He didn't have enough fuel. But the man who's dominating this week's race is Rivera. Huge, huge lead, 22 seconds, and he pits. It's a very, very long pit lane. Jump on with Tranghese here. So these guys are staying out. Devin Anthony's just exited pit lane. So Cruz continues on again. And Tranghese still that second and a half gap to Medrano. Jay Davis, after that spin, is up into 6th while these pit stops sort themselves out. Pena Knight making recovery from the dramas on the grid, where he's ended up starting from pit lane, which is wouldn't have been a bad spot to start from with some of the dramas that happened at the start. Coming up on lap traffic, that's Albert getting out of the way. Baldera is in 10th. There's big damage on the front of that car, so he was involved with the spin and contact from Rocky. Rivera leaving pit lane now. Continues on the commanding position in this race. Jay Davis. BMW after his spin over the top of here. So the field's very spread out now. Another look at Medrano and Tranghese. So this battle continues. They're going to stay out on track. Going on. Ballard, he's in. Ballard will come out in a decent gap. Back behind him to Fuero as we've just got Bo. I think he might have just exited pit lane. No, he actually had a moment. Oh, he did exit pit lane. He did have a moment too. He grabbed a bit of the dirt on the exit. You don't really want to be doing that. There's concrete either side of you. Ballard exiting pit lane. Oh, sorry, entering pit lane. He's coming through. Got. Where's Rocco finished up? So he's in 13th at the moment. Just going over Radion. 21 seconds to Raymer ahead of him. But he is 1.7 seconds a lap quicker. On lap 17 for the leaders at this point. 35 minutes left in the race. Have a look at some of the PBs in the race. So the quickest is 2:18.2 for Rivera. Next is Pena with a 2:19.1. He's 10 seconds behind Figuero. We've got 2:19.4 for Medrano and Tranghese. 2:19.8 for Anthony Cruz. 2:19.7 for Rocky. So what could have been for Rocky? One mistake and then the contact set him back to 13th. Just waiting for some of these pit stops to shake out still. We're waiting on Medrano, Tranghese, Cruz and Davis and Velasquez to complete their pit stops. Figuero is the leader of the silver class, running in 8th at the moment. He's got Pena catching him quite quickly too. So we have a look, there's So 2.7 seconds difference on that previous lap. Just right on board here with Pena. Just see Guerrero up ahead of him. Just sit back and enjoy this one for a lap or two as this gap continues to diminish. Pena was 3 seconds quicker on that previous lap than Figueroa, as Tranghese and Cruz both pitted. Pena nice and smooth. This gap is coming down, and it is coming down very, very quickly. Guerrero has made a little mistake on this lap, and the gap's come down very quickly. Coming up on Alba, who's had some dramas on this lap. There's Anthony, he's just coming across Eau Rouge and Radion. There's Cruz. Cruz is out. Tranghese is out. So Anthony has actually lost a bit of time. He's lost quite a lot of time to Cruz and Tranghese. So that's a bit disappointing. There's not a huge time difference in their pit stops. In fact, Cruz has gained 3 seconds on Tranghese through the pit stops. That Tranghese is now pushing that gap out. Medrano continues on. He would have started pretty close to a full tank of fuel to get this long into the race. It's 10 minutes, fairly close to a full tank. What's happened to Figueroa here? He's got Pena right behind him. This might have happened. So he's actually lost that time a bit prior to this. Jay Davis pits. So Medrano and Velasquez, the last cars to pit. So compulsory pit stop for fuel. The minimum amount of fuel is 1 litre. As Medrano is in. As Pena is going to get the job done here. It's going to make it around the outside. Doesn't get it done just before Blanchimont. Reguero tried to push it. As Medrano still continuing down pit lane. Where is Rivera? This is coming up Stavolo and Cruz and Tranghese. Interesting to see how long this pit stop is for Medrano. So most cars have taken tyres. Jay Davis hasn't. He's just taken fuel, so he's continued on. Most other cars have taken tyres. There's Rivera. This is coming up on the line and will take back the lead of the race now that these pit stops have normalised the field. Medrano still sitting there in pit lane. He's out and away. Where is Tranghese? He's just coming up to a Rouge. So it's a good gap there from Medrano. Just waiting to see how this gap is. It's about 6 seconds. So it was a tyre stop for Medrano. So the only person who hasn't taken tyres is Jay Davis. It was fuel only. Tillery has gone round. What's happened here? We'll have a look. He will have done this on his own. Oh, that's just a bit of a lazy spin on his own there. In fact, he's still stopped out on circuit. He's just got going again now. Oh, so he actually turned it around and put it in the wall. A little bit further up the road from that where that replay was at. I think he's stopped again now. He's having some big dramas trying to get this car back to the pits. There's 16 cars left in the race. Oh, so that's Tillery's having some big dramas here. He's just lost it again there. Can't all be damaged. He's going to come back on the circuit. Oh no, that's Tranghese. He's gone round and there's contact. That's Cruz there. Oh, this is a disaster. And he's going to enter straight into the pits. Oh, that is most unfortunate. We'll go back and have a look at everything that's happened here. So this is Tillery's trying to get back to pit lane. He's got some hardware issues or something, because he's tried to take that fairly normal through Blanchimont, and he's just lost it. Absolutely lost it. And he's ran down the tyre wall, and he's trying to get the car turned around here. And he's... Oh! Wowee. As Trank Geezy is trying to hold on to that. He's then had contact with Cruz. And Trank Geezy's still trying to get to his pit bay. We'll have a look at the front of Cruz's car. There's big damage there. He's going to try and salvage a third position out of this after everything that's gone on. There really isn't any other battles going on track at the moment. Pena, that comeback, has made his way up into 6th. It's been a really good performance from him, trying to get back to a decent position after those dramas at the start. Just to recap, big incident on lap 1. There was contact between numerous cars heading into Eau Rouge, and then as they get to Raidillon, there's cars around and nowhere to go. So from about 7th back, there was just absolute carnage. And carnage again just then. So Cruz is going to pit. Tillery has continued on. He's kind of got himself back on track. Not too sure what was going on. It must have been some sort of hardware issue for him. And jump to the front. Rivera, last lap was a 2:18.6. He's just absolutely smashed this field. Saying that though, Medrano in that previous lap set his quickest lap of the race. That was a 2:18.625. Just jump on board with Rivera and just soak in how well he is driving at the moment. driving very, very well. Just got to sit back and appreciate that. And he was a second quicker than Medrano on the previous lap. He's going to be pretty close to being a second quicker on the lap just completed. And that gap continues to open up. It's 31.5 seconds. With 15 minutes left. We've had Alba has dropped out of the server. Patrick Debo is bringing up the rear of the field. He is 5 laps down at this point. He's had 3 pit stops, including a drive-through penalty. Gelson Cruz is back on track. He's in 5th. Tranquezy is down in 12th after that damage that he got fixed. That was actually a drive-through penalty for Cruz. I did notice he pitted. It was a drive-through penalty, so that would be for track limits. So I thought he was pitting for damage, but no, that was a penalty. So that's elevated Anthony up into 3rd place. He's 23 seconds behind Medrano. He's quite in a comfortable position there. He's very much on his own on such a big circuit. It does happen this late in the race. He's got 22 seconds to Medrano ahead of him. He's got 20 seconds to Ballard behind him. And then Cruz 35 seconds behind. And he's got Pena back behind him. So Pena is going to be hunting down Cruz here for spot in the top 5, which will be a good comeback after the dramas early for Guerrero. The leader of the Silver Drivers in 7th. He's got Raymer, Tillery and Debo still in this one. So there's not many Silver Drivers as Medrano just kicks up a white flag. Not too sure where that is. As Rocco just gets by Raymer. Have a quick look at how... yeah, that was Raymer running very deep at the source. So Rocco's not too far behind Velasquez. I don't have a pit stop for Velasquez, but that mustn't be correct. And we've got Jay Davis saying that he hasn't completed his compulsory pit stop, but he has. He has taken the pit stop. He's taken fuel. Jump to Cruz here. He's still sporting that damage. He's got Pena catching him. It's just under 4 seconds. And if he's a second and a lap quicker, oh, you can see how much Cruz is struggling. He struggled to pull it up and get it turned into the bus stop. He has cut through there, so just waiting to see. He's already had that drive through. Really would not want another one. At the same time, I'm sure he'll be looking forward to getting to the end of this one. The other battle that is slowly heating up is this one between Rocky and Velasquez. So Rocky was 2 seconds a lap quicker on the previous lap. Keep an eye on that one. So just have a quick look at Cruz, see how he's going to jump on his onboard here. This car with that damage front end. It will be an absolute mission trying to keep this thing on track. Previous lap time for Pena, 2:19.65. Second and a half gap in difference in lap time. Gap is at 3.5 seconds. With 10 minutes left in the race. 4 laps to go. As Trangizi sets the fastest lap of the race, 2:17.9. Kiwi driving a bit angry at the moment. He was in brilliant positions. Cruz just runs a bit wide at Blanchimont. Gap's at 3.1. Pulls it up for the bus stop nicely this time round. Just get a glimpse of Pena. His rear view mirror. As Rocky is right on the back of Velasquez here. Have a quick look at this one. Is he going to be able to get it done on this lap? Oh, as Rocky just runs wide there. Got the pace to get him into the bus stop. He's sizing it up. Just backs off slightly. He's got pace. Pena, the gap is at 2 or just under 3 seconds now. Race has just settled down a bit now. Someone else has dropped out of the server as well, so we've got 14 drivers in the race. He hasn't quite found the spot to get by Velasquez here. He's in a much better position here now. Say that. Oh, there's contacts, and they're both in the wall. Oh, we didn't need that late. Velasquez just was slow on exit and struggled to get on it, and Rocky just did not have anywhere to go. We'll have another look. So they're both running deep. Oh, that's just unfortunate. Fortunate for both drivers. They've continued on. There's no loss of position out of that, I don't think. In fact, there was. So Raymer. Velasquez goes around again. This wasn't contact again. So he's just got oversteer on the exit of Blanchimont, and he's gone round again. So he's continued. They They have dropped places, so they both lost out to Raymer. So Raymer's up to 9th, and Rocco is in 10th. So this will be the battle to watch to the end, I would say, as expecting Pena to make pretty light work of Cruz here. It's 1.5 seconds difference in lap time. Catching someone's one thing, getting by them's can be pretty difficult, especially this late in the race. Top 5 on the line. Cruz has had a tough night. Pena's in recovery. There's just been so many dramas in this race. Can Pena get a run on? I don't think turn 1 will be out of the question, but it's just a matter of getting close enough to Cruz to have a go at the end of Camel Straight. It's got a much better exit out of the source, so they head down the hill to Eau Rouge. Cruz has done pretty well through there then. He's actually gained. Gap's coming back down now. It's come down very quickly. Cruz does keep position. It's turned in. Pena had a lot of pace towards the end of the straight then. Just have a quick look at where is Rivera. So he's set off on lap 30. Drano's started lap 30 as well. So there'll be one more lap after this one. Essentially for Pena, he's got a lap and a half. 2.5 laps to try and get this position made. He's got plenty of pace. Sizing him up here. I'd say he's going to look to get this done at the bus stop. Who's going to outbrake who here? He's gone for the outside. He's going to try to switch back and get a better run out of the bus stop. Cruz has done a pretty good job here. Run into turn 1. Slightly closer this time round. Pena. It's 2 laps to go for these two. Vera's not really that far behind them as he's on the final lap. Can Pena get the move made? Cruz blocks. He's going to try for the outside. Can he get it pulled up? Cruz is going to keep the position. It's a good bit of driving by both of them. There's enough space given. Neither of them have lost control or run off the circuit there. As Trangizi has just got by Velasquez for 11th. He's going to get close enough through these next couple of corners to get a good run on Cruz through Blanchimont and then into the bus stop. Cruz is blocked pretty well throughout. Be another lap to get this done. Oh, they're getting very close. Oh, that was a big slide there for Pena. He's not going to be close enough to get him into the brake zone, the bus stop. He's going to have to go again. As the timer hits 0. We'll just follow Rivera through the bus stop. Congratulations. That is a brilliant, brilliant victory. Absolutely dominant.
Leader has finished the race.
Gets the win. Medrano's 30 seconds behind. We'll go to Pena. Cruz blocks to the inside. Pena's going to go around the outside again. Is he going to get it done this time? Same deal, just runs slightly wider. Cruz gets a good run through as Medrano exits the final turn to take second place. These two will be the last ones to cross the line in this race. Devin Anthony to take home the final spot on the podium. Figueroa has taken out the silver class. Congratulations as Cruz runs wide. Pena still looking for this spot to try and get. I think it was at Pawn that Cruz has run wide. Interesting finish between these two. Cruz runs wide again. See how he's going for track limits at this point. Pena is going to go around and try the outside at Blanchimont. He's going to run. They both run wide and there's contact and Cruz is in the fence. It's not a great way to finish that one. And Pena will head through and take that. Cruz won't be happy with how that one finished. And just go back. Oh, we won't be able to see the rest of that one. Apologies for that. Wow, what a very, very eventful race, that's for sure. Started with 18, finished with 14, I believe, or maybe even less than that. So we finished with 14. We've had Beldera, Alba, Almeida, and Saldana unable to finish, but congratulations to Rivera. He's done a good job of absolutely dominating the field. 35.5 seconds at the end of that race. And yeah, it was there'll be a lot to come out of this one. Some of the contacts that were made. We're looking forward to next week with round 3. It's been your host Joe Marnie, and enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll